That was better than I expected. I mean, Kyle won. That's good. That's good. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sam here. How are you guys doing? We're having a fantastic day today. Welcome back to another episode of RaceInformer. For Pocono, we're going to talk about the Pocono race. It's a pretty exciting race, I'm going to say. It was not the best Pocono race. We've seen better. It's not the most exciting race of the season, but it was pretty good. We got some news to talk about. So some in the news this weekend was Bubba Wallace. He is going to be staying with Richard Petty Motorsports for a few more years. It's a multi-year contract, so that goes until at least the end of 2020. I'm not sure exactly what the contract said, but I do know they said it's a multi-year contract. We got some penalties going on this weekend. Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick started on a pole, and he actually got moved to the rear of the field. He started 29th. I mean, there's so many guys who got penalties, but he started at the rear of the field, failing post-qualifying inspection. Gave Daniel Suarez his first career pole, and I think it helped him out a lot. And in some Truck Series news, I know I don't talk about much Truck Series or Xfinity Series on here, but Noah Gragson actually was practicing in the truck race for the truck race early Saturday morning. Got sick. He felt ill, and Eric Jones had to fill in for him for the truck race because he was not cleared to race. He felt really bad, but it's not his fault. I mean, he can only do what he can do. Okay, now let's get into the Cup race rundown. The first two stages, not much happened. I mean, Corey LaJoie had his incident. I didn't watch the entire race. I was actually out at a party, but I watched on the NBC Sports app. I watched most of stage 1. I didn't watch much of stage 2, but I watched the entire final stage. So I didn't see everything, but I didn't see Corey LaJoie have his incident, but I know it happened. I went back to the phone and it was under caution. I didn't know why. But that was the only caution besides the stage cautions in the two stages. And then we had Penske troubles. Penske in the final stage, Brad Keselowski, he spun around, and I think he ended up finishing in the top 20 still, but it's too bad for him. And then Joey Logano, he had a tire go down, and the caution didn't come out. And that's one of the most annoying things in NASCAR is when the caution doesn't come out for your troubles. I mean, that ruins a guy's day. I mean, I guess not too much because it's a big track, and he still finished on the lead lap, but he finished 26th. I mean, the guy's day is going to be ruined enough, but that ruins it even more. And when you don't pull out a caution, I mean, that happened in the Iowa Xfinity race. Ryan Seek, he spun around, got back going, and they didn't put out a caution. That ruins that ruins someone's day. And I know what you guys are going to say, but Sam, he got back going. Why put out a caution? Well, I can name many reasons. One, because there's a car sitting in the middle of the track. You never know when anything can happen. Two, it ruins the guy's day if you don't. If you don't do it, it ruins the guy's day. Three, it makes it more exciting. I mean, this sport is supposed to be excitement. I mean, like, a road course is one thing, but, like, that was Iowa, and this was Pocono. I mean, it seriously ruins a guy's day when something like that happens. Now we're going to talk about probably the most scariest incident probably all season. Bubba Wallace had a huge crash. He was going into turn 1, and you're 200 miles an hour at that point. He lost brakes, so you could see the pieces flying, like the brake pieces flying, and he could not stop. He knew that. He spun into the grass to try to slow himself down, and then he turned his car like this, try to maybe get back going in the other direction. And I think, honestly, he did everything that he was supposed to. I don't know how he would have thought that quickly. I know if I was in that car, I would not have thought that quickly. If my brakes were not working, I would have seriously just, I don't know what I would have done. But he did it. He's really smart. He did everything correctly that he had to do. He spun in the grass to try to slow himself down, and then he turned the car coming towards the wall. He still hit it incredibly hard, and it was still had to be 150 mile per hour impact at least to that wall. I mean, that's insane. Just a testament to the safety. He walked out of the car under his own power. He did sit back down next to his car, and then he got back up and limped to the ambulance. But when he got out of the infield care center, he was all right. Caused a red flag. Obviously, I mean, a guy gets out and has to sit down. I think that causes a red flag. And you can see, actually, there's a picture posted on Twitter of, like, a piece of the safety barrier kind of, like, dented in or something. But, yeah, it's just good to see him walking out of that. It's one of the scariest crashes I've seen all year. Not the scariest crash I've seen all year. And then the final laps. After that red flag was 6 to go, we went back green. There was like 3 laps to go or something, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Eric Almirola had a little crash that caused the overtime restart, in which Daniel Suarez was looking to catch up to Kyle Busch. He actually had the lead, and then Kyle Busch took the inside and went around Daniel Suarez, and that caused Kyle Busch to take the lead, and Kyle Busch ultimately won the race. And I'm actually really surprised. If you guys didn't see my episode on Friday, I predicted that Kyle Busch maybe not even finish inside the top 10. I mean, it's one of his, these days, better tracks. I can officially say that it's one of his better tracks now. Last year he won the race. I still didn't think he would do that good this weekend because he didn't do amazingly in the June race. But I mean, he won. He proved me wrong, and I'm glad about that. I kind of wish Daniel Suarez would have won, but your favorite driver winning, you can never complain. I mean, obviously I was really happy when that happened. So congrats to Kyle Busch, and thank you for winning. He now has the most real wins this season because Kevin Harvick's Las Vegas win was encumbered. So now, I mean, he's tied for wins, but like point wins, he has more wins. Okay, guys, that's the end of RaceInformer this week. If you guys like this video, please leave a like on it. If you dislike this video, please leave a dislike and a hate comment telling me exactly what I did wrong. Pretty good race this weekend, in my opinion, overall. The end of the race definitely was good. It was exciting. But yeah, guys, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. And as always, goodbye, bunny rabbits.